Did you know that an elephant is distinguished by its high level of intelligence, its interesting behavior, its method of communication, and complex social structure? Elephants seem to be fascinated by the tusk and bones of other elephants who have died as well. Elephants are indeed very social creatures, frequently touching one another and caressing one another and entwining their trunks in affection. Elephants demonstrate care for members of their family. They take care of the injured. They take care of the weak. And I'm going to share with you now some lessons that we can learn from elephants. For example, the gestational period of an elephant is 22 months, the longest of any land animal. And the lesson we can take is that it takes time for good ideas to grow and develop. Slow and steady is not necessarily a bad thing. It's important to take time to plan, because new startups can fail simply because we never think it through and people haven't done their homework first. Elephants are born with survival instincts more than many other animals, and they rely on their elders for guidance. Elephants, because they are born with this survival instincts, they depend on the elders. And the lesson we get is that finding a good mentor is very crucial for your spiritual growth and development in this world. We do not know all the skills in the world, and by being mentored, we open the gap, we open the door to be all that God created us to be. It's amazing that elephants allow themselves to be mentored by one another. Elephants have become a symbol of wisdom in some Asian cultures. And elephants, because of this, they are famed for their memory and their intelligence. The lesson is respect can take time to earn. There are many times we want respect, but respect has to be earned, like an elephant who earns respect over a long period of time. An elephant's skin is very sensitive. It has the ability to uproot an entire tree, and at the same time, it has the ability to pluck sensitive grass to eat. The lesson is, develop your own thick skin. For many of us, criticism is hard to bear. But let us learn from the elephants. It is possible to bear criticism and at the same time be sensitive. Relish your ability to be sensitive to one another, which can be used to your advantage as well. Healthy elephants have very few natural predators, although lions may attack calves and weak ones. The lesson I gather from this is that because the healthy elephant is less prone to attack because of its health, the lesson I gather is that it pays to have a healthy lifestyle. We can put off and prevent many diseases coming upon us simply by having a healthy lifestyle. Elephants have the ability to use their trunks, and I want you to listen very closely to this. Elephants have the ability to use their trunks for snorkeling. They can snorkel for more than 50 to 60 kilometers in one go using its trunk to snorkel. The lesson that I gather from this is use what you've got. You can improvise, you can be creative, and use the talents and the skills God has already blessed you with. The elephant trunk that has so many thousands of muscles is also so sensitive, teaching us that we too, inside each of us, we have the ability to care and love for one another. Because the elephant knows how strong its trunk is, it uses it and manipulates it to its advantage. The lesson I gather is know when and how to use your strength. Yes, elephants display a wide variety of behaviors, including those associated with music, with art, use of tools, compassion, and self-awareness. The elephant is an amazing creature. It has the ability to balance itself between working hard and being sensitive at home. Elephants, here's another amazing thing about elephants. Elephants can communicate over long distances by producing and receiving a subsonic rumbling, which can travel in the air and through ground much faster than higher frequencies. The lesson I gather from this aspect of the elephant is to use the tools of communication well, the tools that are at your disposal. It's amazing that with modern technology and modern communication strategies, very few people are close to one another. Use the communication strategies of this world to indeed get close to one another. Elephants live in a very structured social order. And I'm going to share with you something that is so dear to my heart, and I pray that God will bless you to appreciate it. Elephants spend their entire lives in the same group made up of mothers, daughters, sisters, and aunts. These groups are led by the eldest female, the matriarch. When I think about this, I marvel at the power that women have to change the world. I marvel at the power that mothers and wives have in molding their lives of their children to become difference makers in the world. Take the time, dear friend. If you are a mother listening to this message, my prayer is that if you want your children to succeed in this world, spend time with them. Take time to nurture them. Make the effort to groom your children into all that God wants them to be. And the final thing that I want to share with you about elephants is that when the group gets too big, a few of the elder daughters would break off and form their own group. The lesson I learned from this is that being entrepreneurial, getting into new ventures, trying new things, we have nothing to lose. Let that creative spirit that God has created us with, let it flow out. Let us not be afraid to try whatever we want to try in this world if it brings glory and honor to God. I am amazed. I am truly amazed at this huge yet sensitive creature. And when we get back, we will talk about the most amazing lesson that I have learned from observing an elephant. We'll be right back.